Hello and a Merry Christmas from the little Welsh cottage here at the head of the Rhondda Valleys. Welcome to Making Christmas Day Dinner with Sean. Must start off with a nice cup of tea. Right, let us have a look at what we need to do. Now, usually I would never buy so much prepared food in advance, but I thought let's have an easy Christmas. So we got some pigs in blankets, honey and mustard parsnips, goose fat roast potatoes, and the turkey breast is a turkey breast with stuffing. Never done that before. Now, I pulled that out of the fridge, out of the freezer last night. So let us put the oven on to begin with. How is everybody doing? I need to find where my glasses are. Oh, an hour and 55 minutes. Oh, I didn't think it was going to be that long. Yes, in the new year, I'm going to go and get my eyes tested because they have got worse over the last month or two. And it's got worse at this sort of distance. Although I can't see that distance either. Right, remove the sleeve and film. Cover with foil. Okay, I don't know if I've got any foil. Okay, let's just take it one step at a time and not get stressed about it. What time do you have your Christmas Day food? There we go. I've got a tiny bit of foil, so let's use it sparingly. I do like to get all the bits of plastic off around the side. In fact, put that there. Don't want that in the turkey, do we? There's a turkey surprise. Try and take off as much as possible. I just thought it would be a bit easier to do this rather than bothering with trying to stuff a turkey. Nobody wants to stuff a turkey on Christmas Day, do they? Right, so let's pop that on there. Can you see that? Pop that on there. Although I didn't read that it took this long. Right, centre of the oven, remove the foil. Hold on, that bit doesn't make sense, that doesn't. Gas mark 5 or 190. Okay. Switch that on. Hour and 55 minutes. Oh, we'll be here all day. In fact, my timer only goes up to an hour. Okay, let's put the timer on. Place the foil container onto a baking tray in the centre of the oven. Remove the foil. Baste the turkey with the juices and return to the oven, cooking for a further 15 minutes. Okay, that's at the end, I think, isn't it? This is one I prepared earlier. Now, I don't think my oven's big enough for putting all these in. So let us do it now before it gets too hot and I can't do it. So let's try and rearrange everything. So that goes in there. Let's take that out in case I need the baking tray. Oh. One sec, I'm just trying to work out now how middle is the middle of the oven. Is it one more up? That looks more like the middle. And then we pop that in. Right. I'm happy with that. So the time now, 11:05. So in an hour, like I said, I didn't think I was going to be on for this amount of time. Right, let me read this now then. So the potatoes need 50 minutes themselves. Oh, this is going to take all day, this. Remove the packing. Place potatoes on a preheated baking tray. Place in the centre of the oven. Okay, let's put the baking tray in the oven to preheat it for an hour. Right, put that to one side now. Let's try and get a grip with all this first. Can't you just put that in? Rather than just taking them out and making more of a mess. Right, let's read these parsnips then. How many hours do these need? 40 minutes. So, give that an hour. Then when that is done, then start to put everything else in. Oh, maybe I should have brought a pad and pen to school. Look at those though, don't they look lovely? Right, pop them on top of there. Put a bit of tin foil on. Oh, what did you do? Right. Put some on the parsnips as well. How many veg do you tend to do? And then pigs in blankets. How many hours do these need? 25 minutes. Or 7 minutes in an air fryer. Well, I haven't got one of them, and I don't want one before anybody starts. So let us get a bit of leakage on the go. So let us start doing the veg. Oh, it's all go already. Now, I have saved myself a bit of time here though. I've got some Brussels sprouts, and they've already been trimmed. So I think I need to put a cross in the bottom. Right, let's get a small pan, because I'm not doing too many sprouts, because I'm the only one that eats them. But why do we put the little crosses in the bottom? Apparently it's to stop them from exploding. So I've heard. This time next year, a lot of this will be homegrown. So how's everybody doing on their Christmas day? Right, I'm just going to concentrate on this for a bit. They say these have been trimmed, but I could do with a bit of a wash. What's... Oh, I thought I could hear the cats then. Maybe they're trying to scramble at their Christmas gifts that you've sent in, and thank you very much to everybody that has sent in a Christmas card and a Christmas gift to myself and to the cats. Although I had something yesterday. Let me just show you this. I had a gift from Caroline, and oh, where are they gone? Here they are. They were these things for the cats, which you open up and you just feed them to the cat. So I thought I'll try them today. And then I saw this, a little gingerbread man. So I opened it and I put one into my mouth. I was just about to bite it and I thought, is this for the cat? So with it in my mouth, I read this several times and deduced that I think it was for human consumption. So I went ahead and I ate them. But I'm still a bit unsure. So maybe I've eaten something that was due for the cats there. She also sent me a very nice book of slow cooking, which will be very handy. Something else that I've recently bought are my sweet peas for 2025. These are the varieties. I'll start sowing these in February, March. And a lot of them are, well, they're all scented. Oh, I can feel a burp coming on. So let's get on with this now. Not that we haven't got time to stop and chat. 2 hours. If I was aware of that, I would have put it on at 10 o'clock. So I've got people calling in this afternoon and on Boxing Day. Wasn't Boxing Day supposed to be named after when you saved up for the entire year and then on Boxing Day you opened your box? Or have I just made that up? I do not know. Oh, hold on. Now, I cleaned the floor this morning and I gave it a thoroughly good disinfect. So we'll give that a wash and we'll pop that in as well. I think that'll be okay. I've only recently gone back into adding salt to food. Oh, I can feel a headache is already starting to come on. Right, I think I'm going to run out of pans. Right, keep that for the cauliflower. And then have this one for the leek. Oh, let's just stop and have a cup of tea. Right. Now, when I last featured a leek, a lot of people said, why don't you use the top? And I never have. Well, maybe I will start. But the thing is, they look a bit ropey and a bit tough. So maybe I'll start tomorrow. Now, I bought these from the local fruit and veg man because, if you can believe this, I actually forgot that I've had some in the garden. So I thought I will use this up first and then start to use the ones up from the allotments. There is no snow here. I think that those days are dead and gone. Do you remember you'd wake up on Christmas morning and there'd be snow all over the place? But these days, in fact, I can't remember the last time that we had snow on a Christmas day. Right. Do I need to do 2 leeks? Now this one's gone to seed a bit, so I'm going to cut off a lot more than I would normally do. There you go. Well, the smells are already starting to fill the kitchen. Oh, somebody asked me the other day if I could make a video on mulled wine. I don't drink this stuff, so I wouldn't know how to put it together. Although saying that, that's just reminded me. Right, check the oven's on. Let me pull out of here things that I need later on. So we need mint sauce, cranberry sauce. In fact, how many pots of mint sauce do I have? And I keep them because they've all got a tiny bit at the end of them. No point throwing them out when you've still got some. And what am I doing for gravy? I've bought this thing. Turkey gravy. Made with, what does that say? Turkey bones, onions, herbs and a dash of port. Oh, we'll be well away now. We might be seeing two of the king now by 3 o'clock. So I'll put that out there because if I don't do that, I will forget. Now what else is there? Oh, peas. Can't have a meal without peas. But do I have enough pots? That is the question. This is the thing, see, when you don't have enough pots and pans and things, and then Christmas comes along, and you're chasing yourself a bit. Right. So cauliflower's going in there. Let's put a few peas. Oh! I forgot that was open. Got peas all over the floor here. Oh well, no use crying over spilled peas. Now they will go in the bin. Oh, it's a stressful life this Christmas Day cooking, I must say. Now I can't remember if I put salt in that pan. Did I put salt in there or did I put them in the leeks? Oh well, let's just put the tiniest bit more. Put a little rock. Which shoulder is it, the left or the right? Oh well, just to cover all bases. Oh, I think that's just got him a tea. Oh, Happy New Year. Right. What are we going to do now? Cauliflower. Cauliflower. Now, do you do anything with the leaves here? Because I've always taken the leaves off. Oh, it's getting quite hot in the old kitchen already. Right. Because it seems a waste to throw these out. Well, they won't be thrown out, they'll go in the compost bin. But is there anything... I'm sure there's a meal there somewhere. I might have to open the back door now to get a bit of coldness to blow through. The cats are sleeping. They've got the right idea. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go. Look at that now. After you've deflowered the cauliflower, that's all I've got left. That's not even a spit. Right. Let's get the big pan for this. Always keep your workstation tidy, that's what I always say. And just throw it in the corner where nobody can see it. I'm sure there's something missing. Oh, I nearly cracked my hand then. I couldn't tell then whether I cracked the cauliflower or my hand. Oops. Now, Boxing Day is a tradition, so tomorrow is when you usually go and visit the rest of the family that you haven't seen for the past year. You just visit them on one day a year, and then you catch up with them at funerals and weddings. So after Christmas, I'm starting on my new, not diet, but lifestyle, where I will be avoiding root vegetables. It's a way of combating this non-alcoholic fatty liver. But I thought I'll start that after Christmas. So in about 4 days' time. Right. Swede, which is known as rutabaga in some parts of the world, which is something I found out a few years ago. Oh, I'm exhausted before we've even got this far. Right, I've got to keep an eye on, because I don't want to burn that. How's it doing? Oh. Oh, I feel the heat coming off it. Very quiet out in the street this morning. A few people running about with gifts, but on the whole, it's been quiet. I would imagine lots of people will be going out for a walk this afternoon to get off that Christmas belly before they sit down and see what's on the telly. Now, I don't think I've watched a full episode of Gavin and Stacey, but I know bits of it, and apparently that is on tonight. Is it at 9 o'clock on BBC One? 9 o'clock until 10:35. And then EastEnders is on, which I haven't watched for years. But I think I will tune into Gavin and Stacey and see what's occurring. Oh! What's occurring? I'll be there at 9 o'clock to watch it. Oh, I need to get a new one of these things. The blades are a bit blunt. I wonder if you can just buy the blades. Also, I had a thought the other day. I want to clean out the cupboards here. And because these two cupboards in this corner, I haven't gone into since I arrived. I just turned up, I put all the stuff in there from London, and I haven't gone in there since. So I thought I would go through the cupboards and maybe put a lot under the stairs in the pantry. And all these I want to sort out over the next few days. Because we're at that point where Christmas is a bit funny. Hold on, let me just check. Oh, I have got a HP sauce up there. Yeah, so we're at that point now where from tomorrow, it doesn't feel like Christmas, it doesn't feel like the new year, no man's land. If it's good weather, I might pop down the homestead. But I do have a friend calling over tomorrow who wants to go for a walk. Maybe I'll get him down the plot and we can crack on with a few tasks. But it's Christmas. Gotta have time off, oh no. Right, where's my pan? There it is. I think what is throwing me is the fact that I'm not preparing potatoes. But I've got those roast potatoes. Now I've seen this on plates before. Some people have got roast potatoes, then they've got normal potatoes, which seems a bit much. Ah, carrots. That's the thing. I thought there was something that I hadn't done. I've also got some runner beans, but runner beans to me are summer. Now, do I need to do some onions for this? To do some onion gravy, or is that going a bit too mad? Anyway, let's finish this sweet. $2025. And when you were a kid, the year 2000 seemed a bit too far away. I'm thinking about changing my chopping boards in the new year, because I'm starting to think that with all this chopping, look at all the marks that's on there. Well, where's all that shavings going? It must be going on the food. So maybe a glass one is the order of the day for 2025. What sort of a chopping board do you have? That light is not on. Why has that gone off? That's fine. Now, did I put salt in with the cauliflower? I can see the advantage now of some people who go out for a meal on Christmas Day. Do you ever do that? Well, you don't, because you're sat here watching this, aren't you? Right. Now, where am I going to cook the carrots? That's the question. Oh, it's all go, isn't it? One thing I forgot to buy. Have you ever done this? You put something into your Amazon basket, you think you've bought it, and then you realise a week later that it hasn't turned up because you didn't pay for it. And I did that with the fluted glasses. I've just realised I forgot to tell you. The reason why there's a glow on my face is because I've got the fire on. Because it was cold here, but now it's getting quite warm. Ah, see, it's a good job I went in here. Sage and onion stuffing. What else is in there? Broccoli. Now maybe that is a bit too much. Yes, it's too much. You've got to think about the sizes of the plates. That's the only size I've got. Although, I could get this one. Where is it? I described this as my Sunday plate because it's a bit bigger. So we'll pop that there. Right. Let's get the old shampoo started. Not too much, otherwise I'll forget there's stuff in the oven. Right, we've got 35 minutes to go according to that. And then, what was it? 55 minutes. And then at the hour mark is when we put the everything else into the oven, I think, isn't it? Now, do you twist the bottle or do you twist the cork? That is the question, isn't it? Better put that on top, just in case it flies off. I got a feeling you turn the bottle. Oh, I can feel it coming. Happy New Year! Right. So I haven't got a proper glass. So we're just going to have to be common and put it into a tumbler. Oh, look at the head on that. Merry Christmas to you all, if you're having a little drink. No, I bought this contraption here. Apparently you put that on there, press it down, there you go, and then it's nice and fixed again. Because I don't want to waste that, because that cost quite a bit of pennies. So I'll keep that for when the visitors come. Oh, and somebody asked about this one. This is the white one. The white wine that was sent from the Newt in Somerset. Remember when I ordered that food? So that can go in there. But let us try a bit of this. See how we're doing. Oh, Merry Christmas one and all. Oh, I'll be asleep now. Right. Woohoo. Well, if I couldn't see beforehand, I won't by the time I get to the end of this. It's feeling hot already. Right. 15 minutes for sage and onion stuffing. This is why I wanted to get everything out, because I knew once I'd had a drink, I'd be thinking, what have I forgotten? I did that once. I think it was Christmas last year. There might be a video about it, where I made the Christmas dinner, ate it, enjoyed it, and then realised the peas were still in the microwave. But I didn't find out about the peas until the day after Boxing Day. Right, pop that over there. That's plastic though. Let's have a read. Remove the sleeve. Oh right, okay, well I've done that wrong. Remove the sleeve and pierce the film lid in several places. Place on a baking tray in the centre of the oven. Okay, well I've done that wrong, so maybe we put a bit of tin foil on top. Maybe that'll fix the situation. Have I done carrot? No, I've got to do carrots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Remind me to pop that in. Whew. Finish this cup of tea as well. I didn't have a lot for my breakfast, so I'm feeling a bit scruffy already. Right, let's peel some carrots. I wonder if I should just get my big pot down and throw everything in. Maybe. Maybe you'll think of me. Oh, certainly feeling warm now. Oh, the cats are having their lunch behind the camera there. Even they're thinking, ooh, it's a bit hot in here for furs. Right, I'll have one more carrot, I think. Ooh, ooh. Oh, I've still got these quince I need to do something with. Not today, though. Ooh. A ray of hope flickers in the sky. A tiny star lights up way up high. All across the land dawns a brand new morn. This comes to pass when a child is born. A silent wish sails the seven seas. The winds of change whisper in the trees, and the walls of doubt crumble, tossed and torn. This comes to pass when a child is born. Right, mint sauce. How do you do your mint sauce? I do mine the old-fashioned way that I was taught at my grandmother's knee. Put a bit of sugar in. Teaspoon will do. Oh dear, getting a few burps. Bit of water, doesn't have to be hot. Oh, vinegar. Do I have a bit of vinegar? I do. Ah, hold on. Let's do it in this. Be fancy. There you go, that's clean. And then we have a few lashings. I think now 1, 2, no, 3, 4. Because I do like a strong mint sauce, I'll tell you that. For nouts. And a bit of vinegar. Right, there might be a bit too much water in there. There you go. Then you give it a test. No, a bit too much water. Oh, making a mess here. Could do with some more. Let me just pop that in another bowl. There you go. Give that a bit of a stir. Oh, I love mint sauce. Now, later on tonight, I will be having my mint sauce special, which is half a pot of mint sauce and half a pot of gravy. Mix it all up together and drink that with some lashings of bread. Beautiful. So we'll just put some in there, and then the rest can go in the oven. In the fridge. You know what I'm on about. There you go, look at that. Wonderful. And a nice little jug for it as well. Right, pop them there. Whew. Pack away as we go along. Right. Anything else on the go? I think that's finished now. Ooh, this is good stuff. Let's have a little bit more. It is Christmas after all. Christmas comes but once a year. And at these prices, I can understand why. Next year, it will all be about being frugal in order to save up money for a car. This is very good, this. Pop it on. There, look at that. Oh, it's already down about halfway. 2 more spits and it'll be gone. I keep looking at this broccoli. Should I do that as well? What else have we got in here? We've got hedgerow preserve. See, I told you back in the summer, I do like to have jam, but I don't eat that much of it. There it is. Can you see that? Get the focus on that. I suppose I could use this in smoothies, or when I do my, because I'm gonna give up the eggs for a while and go back to my skyr and my fruit, mainly because I've got a lot of fruit in the freezer that I need to use up. Oh, it's certainly getting hot in here, folks. I'm sure there's something I've forgotten. Oh, smell that. So, da. I'm thrown by how well things have gone, to be honest, and that's made me a bit nervous. And then for after, we've got a bit of Christmas cake, and when I opened it up, there's already a slice gone. Maybe the cats have been out, but look at that. I don't really go in for fruit cake, but I don't mind a tiny bit of fruit on a Christmas day. Ooh. Well, there's not a lot more to say, is there? Now we're just waiting for the thing to cook. I was hoping to dish everything up as well, but not. I don't want to keep you too long. So we've got 20 minutes to get to an hour. So I wonder if I could start to put the veg on now. What would you do? So I'm broadcasting this via my Pocket 3. And I didn't want to bring my computer down. So that's why I can't see the comments. Because I didn't want to have technology with all the food here. And my phone is so small. With my eyes at the moment, I'm finding it quite hard to see. So I will book in for an eye appointment in the new year. Because I've always had very good eyes. And in fact, when I used to go for my hearing test, they used to ask me, are you a pilot? Because your hearing was so good. But it looks like the eyes might be going first. The eyes have it, the eyes have it. I hope not. Don't want to build a garden and then by the time the summer comes it's all out of focus, is it? That would be no good. Oh, it won't be long now. The calendar will come down. I will have to find where my new one is. Because like everybody else, I've put my calendar in a safe place. And now I can't find it. But it's been a good 2024. The move down to Wales here was the best thing I ever did. I know people say, oh, maybe you should have done it a few years earlier. Well, I did it when I did it, and that felt the right time. Better late than never. Somebody asked me the other day, will this be the last house that I have? I said, no, I feel there's another move, maybe in about 5 years' time. Either staying in the same place, but going more up onto the mountain. I've seen a house which isn't for sale yet, but it could be in a few years' time. Or maybe to West Wales, because it's surprising how this valley is, well, it's a valley, so it's full of mountains. Whereas you go 20 minutes over the Ricos Mountain and you're out in the land where it's all flat. So maybe West Wales, maybe when I get this car and I go to explore, then maybe I'll see something. But I'm quite happy here for the time being. My friend was asking me the other day about a little spring weekend visit. And I think the place, oh, let me get this right now. It's not Barcelona, but it's that sort of way. Oh, I can't think now what it's called. It's a seaside town, I think. But like I said to him, it will have to happen before April, because once April comes, then we're busy in the garden. And then I won't be able to go away until November. Right, 10 minutes now, and I've got to put this veg on. Oh, I'm feeling quite exhausted, to be honest. So yes, with the exception of Rusty dying, it's been a very good 2024. But when you think about 2025, you sort of think, oh, we're nearly getting into 2030. Time is certainly flying by. 2025 for me, I think, will be a bit more taking the losing weight task a bit more seriously than what I have done in the past. So that's one of the ongoing things for 2025. Now, it's getting quite hot in here, but if I put this fire off, then you will hardly see me, because that's quite good as a light. But I'm starting to sweat here. Whew. Anyway, there's not more I can think of to say, to be honest. It's going to be a nice relaxing day now until people start to turn up. Obviously we'll tune in to see what the King's got to say Gotta say for myself, 3 o'clock. That feels a bit strange as well, doesn't it? When you think now about the Queen, that feels like an age ago. Right, I'm gonna have a sit down now before I come back in here and switch everything else on. So thanks for joining me, and thanks for joining me for the not the remainder. Just thanks for joining me in 2024. We've had a lot more subscribers this year than I ever have in the past, and it's been a very good year. And when I looked at the stats the other day, I think the videos have been viewed 8 million times, which is usually it would only be about 3 million. So this year you've done me proud. So who knows what 2025 will bring up. Something that will happen. Somebody said, you've been to Tenby and you've been to Tenerife. Do you ever visit anywhere that doesn't start with T? So we'll rectify that in 2025. But thank you for your support. Thank you for all the gifts that you've sent, especially at the start of the year, where you helped me set up this home and getting stuff from too good to waste. I had a thing on my phone the other day from Monzo, where they tell you where you've spent your money in 2024. And Waitrose was first, although I was shocked that I haven't spent as much on food this year as I thought that I had. And I was thinking, would people be interested in a video where I talk about how much it's cost to run this house and where the money's been spent? Because I was quite, I think it was £2,000, only 2,500 that I've spent on food this year, where the average is about 4,500 according to Google. So I thought that could be a video. But the second place where I've spent most of my money this year is too good to waste. I've got a few pieces I'm going to send back, and they don't have to pay me. I'll just donate them to them, which is the clock, the small clock. I'm going to send that back. And I'm tempted to buy the gramophone if it's still there. But I thought it was a bit expensive at £50. If it was 40, I would have bought it. I might try to get them down. In fact, I could give them the clock back and say, I'll give you the clock and I'll pay this for 40. But it's been a very good year. And in 2025, I plan to get out and walk a bit more and to explore Wales. Especially if I can sort out a car. Right, I'm rambling now because I need to have a sit down and I need to set my alarm so I don't fall asleep. Because could you imagine now, that's the worst thing. Everything's burnt. So let me just pop that on for an extra 5 minutes in order to account for the stove to warm up. Oh, let's have a little bit more of this mint sauce. I love it. I could drink this all day. Right. Thanks for joining me in 2024. And this is the end of Vlogmas. We've come to the end. Will I do it next year? I do not know, because it has been a bit demanding. And if I hadn't gone to Tenerife for the week, then I don't think I would have done it. But it's been fun. I've done it once, and I can tick that off the list. But this now will be the last video of Vlogmas. When is the next video, I hear you cry? At the moment, I do not know. I might take a week off. I might take 2 weeks off just to recover. But based on the past, you'll probably see me in 3 days anyway. So don't be surprised if you don't see a video for a week or two. But I will be back at some point in the new year. That's the plan anyway. So, thank you for joining me. And I will raise a glass to you that you have a very good Christmas. Oh, I can't find my thing. Anyway, have a very good Christmas, and I'll catch up with you in a few days. So, Merry Christmas. Oh, beautiful.